everyone. Welcome to another After Sunset Sunday. I'm Tammy on the Siberian Wind, and I'm glad you're here. Oh my gosh, it's been a crazy day, guys. Absolutely crazy day. If you have not checked out Quiltmas for today, it was an absolute blast. Absolute blast. You guys rocked me out. I cannot do it without you. Absolutely cannot do it without you. So thank you so much. So I want to say hi to everyone in the chat. I know Katie and Andrea and Susan and Joan were here before everything got started. And then we've got Janet and Cynthia and Dorlyn and Chloe. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. If I can't say it enough, welcome. So it has been an absolutely crazy day, and yes, I am wearing the same outfit as Quiltmas. I actually recorded that video earlier this morning and then had to, go upload it. Oh no! Susan says she's tired of the spam phone call. She's gotten 10 today that started at 6 this morning. I had issues until I changed my phone number, and then my spam calls stopped. Hey Pam, welcome in. I know, Chloe. I'm shocked. Welcome in, Jennifer. Welcome, Jean. Good to have you here. Want to make a checker game like yours? Okay, so for everybody who wants to make a checkers game and you want the information from mine, I did not write an actual full pattern. It's not, there's no illustrations. There's no fluff to it. It is just me telling you how I did it, because that's basically what I wrote out. It's a one-page. This is how I did it. There's an email address at the top of the chat. Send me an email. Just drop me a line. Say, hey, I want that pattern. Can you send it to me for the checkerboard? And I will send it out. Hey, Debbie, welcome in. You guys are awesome. Just saying, you guys are awesome. So, unlike the pattern for the checkerboard, the pattern that I am working on here is going to be a lot more detailed. It's not going to be a one-page, here's how you do it. So this pattern will be coming out later this month. I do need to finish up some stuff on it because I am not done. So we're going to sew on that tonight because I need to. I need to sew on it. I need to sew on things that have to be done. I have got this and one other quilt that really needs to be done by the end of the year. And I got more that need to be quilted. So, and I do have my presser foot finally. It came in yesterday. I'm so excited. So I will actually be able to quilt now. So we'll be back to the quilting drawbridge or the quilting drawing board, whatever. We'll be back able to quilt again. So you guys will start seeing some quilts come out that are fully quilted by me. Susan says many of the spam calls she's been getting are about Medicare, but ignoring all calls. I don't recognize the number. Yeah. See, I did that too, and ignoring them didn't work. I had to put myself back on the do not call list, and I had to go unsubscribe from a buku of things to get those spam calls to stop. The checkerboard was great. Hope I went. Yeah, right. I know. You've got to. So the way Quiltmas works, for those of you who are new to it, because I was really incredibly new to it. I mean, I understood the concept from watching it the last couple of years, but I really didn't know what I was getting into. Hey, Joyce, good to have you here. There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm glad you're here. So the one thing with Quiltmas is that, you watch all videos all the way through day 12. Day 12 video comes at the same time that my video came out. You have to have all 12 words, and then you can click on any of our videos. We're supposed to have the link in the description box of our videos, so then you can go start entering all 12 of those keywords and whatever little information that they ask for, and then you're entered for the drawing. And the drawing is on December 15th at 4 p.m. my time, 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Joyce says she loves the checkboard. I know, right? I am absolutely in love with it, guys. Absolutely in love with it. Now, I will say this. So I put out there that, hey, tell me what pieces, like what shapes that you'd like to make checkers out of. And that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of just, I love it, love the pockets, all of that kind of stuff, which is fine. It is absolutely fine. I am okay with that. But that was what I was hoping people would be putting in the chat. Like I was like, okay, I want some comments off of this. Boy, have I been blown away. There has been so many comments. Joan says that she has watched all of them so far and she liked all of them. That's perfect. Welcome in, Brenda. She says she woke up. That is important. You have to be awake to be chatting in the chat. Well, I take that back. If you've got a cat or a kid, sometimes even a dog, that would work. Oh, poker chips. That's a great idea. I've had a couple of suggestions for buttons. I did make the checkerboard checkers. Like I made the checkers, so the checkers are included. But I was hoping people would try to figure out what shape I might have used to make the checkerboard pieces, the checkers. I made a tic-tac-toe quilt. Oh, now that's a good idea. I might have to do that too. Joyce has watched them all so far too. That's awesome. I actually have to go back and watch a couple because I have been so swamped the last 3 or 4 days that I have not been able to keep track of who I have and haven't watched. So I get to go back and rewatch a lot. But that's okay. That's what replay is for, is it not? So, and you are not late until everything closes on the 14th. Then you're late on Quiltmas. If you haven't gotten them by then, yeah, sorry. Can't fix it at that point. So guys, don't forget you can always do super chat raffle ticket entries while we are live. Welcome in, Raven. So we could do super chat, and you guys can also don't forget to give me a thumbs up, please. I know the video from earlier today is going to get YouTube analytics a little bit of a workover for me, but that's okay. So please make sure you don't forget to give the thumbs up while you're here. I appreciate it. Okay. So I'm going to work on the next row of this. So for those of you who have seen this, it is another row of that. And the next row is just one row high. There we go. Joyce has entered the raffle for April. Thank you. And guys, I am collecting things right now already for April. So there will be a lot of cool things going home in April. All right. So I've got, let's see, W31. Nope, those are not W31. Let me find W31. I did the Tumsies. What are Tumsies? I'm not familiar with those. That's a new word for me. I'm not familiar with it. I'm curious now. I'm so curious. What are they? So curious. And yes, I did. Okay, I left myself a marking pen. I cannot word today, guys. I cannot word. I have been, what do you do? And I'll tell you what I do. But what do you do at the end of the year when you are kind of preparing for next year? Oh, you did the likes. Okay, perfect. Yay. Oh, the thumbsies. Oh, I like that. I'm spent from the day. You and me both, Raven. You and me both. So where am I at mentally? I have just been, good deal. Joyce paid the rent on coming in. Perfect. I'm just looking for my letters in case you guys are wondering. I have letters and numbers. Actually, I'm looking for my numbers. This is G45. Is that what I'm looking for? And yes, G45 is what I'm looking for. Good deal. So I had a party on Wednesday, and then I had the blindfold challenge airing Wednesday night. Then Thursday I had a class. I was supposed to have 10 students in my class, and I had 11. So they did not tell me until I walked in and I'm starting to prepare for my class. They're like, oh, yeah. By the way, you have 11, not 10. So I walk into 11 students. Of course, some of them showed up a little bit late. So that always throws me off a bit when people show up late for my classes, in-person classes. And of course, the dog is playing with his toy. So you guys will hear some squeaky toy business. I can't fix the squeaky toy tonight. It is just not, it is not doable. He is allowed tonight. He's put up with me all day. He's allowed. So at the end of the year, do you go through your pictures? Do you go through your documents on your computer? Do you go through your pictures on your phone? And do you like go through them and delete the things that you don't need? Or do you back them up? What do you do at the end of the year to get ready for the next year? I typically used to back up all of my photos. That was kind of one of the things that I did, is that I would always make a backup of all of my photos. Well, I haven't had a chance to the last couple of years. So I've started on my backup for this year. And guys, let me tell you, I had earlier tonight when I was looking, I'll go back in. I'll tell you guys exactly how many items. Okay, 40,452 items in my picture folder now. And there's quite a few duplicates. So I have backed everything up, so it's all backed up, but oh my gosh. I have been doing that all day, in addition to the Quiltmas video. Our 11-year-old puppy is so picky about food. He just had some teeth out, so he's on soft food. He won't eat fresh pet. He likes pedigree, but it's $5 a day. So he just got food from scratch. I hear you on that. Our guy is also very picky about his food. If there is not a treat in there, he doesn't want to have anything to do with it. It is not good enough for him if it does not have a treat in his bowl. He will go all day without eating just because there's not a treat that he wants in his bowl. He will go on food strike. He will absolutely go on food strike until he finds what he wants being put in his bowl. And he's already into the scrounging around efforts tonight. So he's going to be an interesting character tonight. We're just going to have to see. We're going to have to see. Who all has a Christmas party coming up too? He would eat the treat and walk away. Yeah. So we do like small little bacon bits in his bowl. My husband puts cheese in there, which is my dog's favorite thing. Hey, Mona, welcome in. He puts cheese in there, but I put the bacon bits. And he tends to eat the bacon bits because he doesn't get it as often as he does the cheese. So he likes that. He really likes that. No, sir, I'm not giving you something. Scoos, please. Scoos. Thank you. Good job. All right. Susan says that her neighbor's dog was accidentally left outside last evening. Poor boy was whimpering and whining in the dark and cold. I walked him back home and he licked my hand to say thank you. Oh, that's sweet. That's sad that he was outside for so long, but that's sweet. Thank you for walking him home. I'm so glad that Nora isn't picky. She loves her raw diet. Yeah, so with Pal, I would love to do a raw diet, but with as much as we traveled for so long, it wasn't a feasible option because we were always traveling one place or another. And a raw diet is just not accessible when you do not have access to refrigeration or freezing or anything like that all the time. It's just too hard to guess as to whether or not he's going to eat it. So we didn't bother. Raven says that he'd probably like a raw diet. Yeah, Pal definitely would love a raw diet. Absolutely would love it. But I would still have to avoid beef. And there's a lot of the combinations I've seen for raw diets for dogs include beef. And we can't do beef with him. And Nora's been on a raw diet for years. Wonder if I could pressure can it. Ooh, that would be awesome. because then you would be able to store it for a little bit longer and you wouldn't have to rush to have him eat it so soon. That would be awesome. All those pictures, guys. All those pictures. I have pictures from when he was a puppy that I was downloading today. I've got to get them off of my Google storage because it's too much storage. So it's, yeah. I've been doing that all day and looking at old pictures all day and trying to pressure my computer into doing what I want when I want it to do it, and then answering all the Quiltmas emails. Just go to the store when traveling. I can't do the go to the store and get what I need because we were only able to stop at truck stops frequently. So, like in the truck, that was not an option. Let's see. The one I did was beef, but if you do ground turkey instead, you just add 4 more ounces of liver. I don't know if he can do liver or not. We haven't tried him on that. I have not tried him on liver. And usually that would be beef liver though, right? Or would it be turkey liver? I guess that would make sense. Sorry, got to move that out in the way. I apologize. There's just no way. Can you put the pics on a thumb drive? Kind of, yes. So I do have a way to hook my phone into a thumb drive. Like I have a thumb drive specifically that will work with my phone. Okay, I was wondering what the heck I just did just then. Lost track of thoughts. Sorry. So in my computer, I have 2 different hard drives. I have the one that runs everything, and then I have the one that is storage, and that's a solid state drive. And I did that intentionally so that if my computer ever got dropped or bumped or whatever, it would be fine. Oh, hey, Judy, welcome in. She's preparing another quilt on the long arm. She hopes to finish another Christmas quilt tomorrow. Ugh, I'm jealous. Hey, I can actually quilt tomorrow, finally. I have so many other things I need to do, but I can quilt tomorrow. We only do a max of 4.5 hour drive to Grandma and Grandpa's. The recipe was beef liver, but you could probably do chicken liver instead. Ooh, now that would work. Yeah, we just can't do beef with him. He fumigates the entire house when you give him beef. But yeah, so I have 2 different hard drives in my computer. The one that's back here that you guys can see behind the gnome. There's 2 different hard drives in there, and one is a solid state drive, which is kind of like a thumb drive. You could basically bounce it and it'll still be fine. Like it won't corrupt the information. But that is actually almost full. So I do actually need to go through and clean up my pictures folder and delete duplicates and everything. But I had to get it off of Google first. That was my problem, is all of my pictures that were on Google for the last couple of years. I have not downloaded them or haven't downloaded enough of them. So I found quilt pictures I had completely forgotten about too. So I may do a slideshow of quilts that I've made over the years so you guys can see that. But just be patient. It might be January. So we might do that as a January tradition going forward. My photos downloaded to my laptop automatically, and they can load them onto a thumb drive if I want to. I used to have it set up that way, but for a while my computer was in storage, so it didn't do any good to try to upload them directly to the computer. Joy says she has a friend in Oregon. Her dog couldn't eat any kind of meats. She just fed him canned vegetables. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough having a dog that can't eat anything like that. That's hard. Let's see. Everybody's asking how Mona is doing. Fantastic question, you guys. For the New Year's, I don't prep anything. I just keep buying space. I should probably spend a day or 2 fixing my cloud. See, that was kind of my thing. Is I put it off earlier in the year because I knew that I was running out of space. So earlier in the year, I did just buy extra space, and I just don't want to pay for it anymore. So it was expiring, and that's why I had to go ahead and do the whole download everything and get it off of the cloud. so that I can then manually look at it. Katie backs up everything to an external hard drive. See, I do have an external as well. I just haven't plugged it in and used it lately. So once I get things down to something manageable, then I could do a full backup. And I designed my computer that specific way so that I could do that. I just haven't done it yet. I need to. At least not recently, anyway. Good stuff, bad timing. Groceries just delivered, so I had to put them away before I could come back to live. So, howdy, everyone. I love that, Andrea. I'm glad you are back and you're able to, I hope, sit and relax for a little bit and join us instead of stressing and worrying. See, I usually, so during pattern writing season, which I have officially dubbed December as pattern writing season for me. Literally, I am focused 100% of my energy on writing a pattern. I have got so much on my plate this year in addition to pattern writing, and I didn't put any kind of like stops in place, so I wouldn't do that. So that is something I will be doing going forward, is I will put myself some limits in place so that I can't overbook myself like I have this year. This year has all been about overbooking myself. For those of you who have been following me long enough, you know. This year has been an overbook year. Absolutely overbooked. I am still waiting for the email from the hotel so I can finalize the retreat information. Patterns, I love buying them even if I don't make them. Okay, well, you will have one pattern this year, and I still have the pattern from last year. If you guys have not purchased that, it is still available. That is temperature rings. I pay for 2 terabytes Google Cloud space. I back up everything to that, plus an external hard drive. I've had external hard drives fail, so I double insure myself. I don't blame you, Andrea, and that's kind of what I had, is I had the 2 terabytes of Google, and I just decided it was too expensive for my pocketbook right now. So it's just not in my budget. I have a couple of other things that are a little bit more important right now than my storage space. So, and I've known for, half a month that I was going to have to do this, and I put it off, and my renewal date is tomorrow. So I had to go and do it today and finish it out today to get it taken care of, because I really did not plan that very, very well at all. So don't be like me. If you need to back things up, back them up regularly. Set yourself a calendar reminder, and don't wait until the night before. I do have everything downloaded now that I need to delete. So when I go back in after the live tonight, I should be able to delete everything. I should probably pick either Google or Microsoft. Right now I pay them each $1.99 a month, I think, says Raven. Yeah, so to be fair, I used to have Microsoft storage, and I liked it better than Google storage. However, I can access Google in a lot more places than I can access Microsoft, and it works with a lot more things. So when I go to write at the library, I just have to log into Google Drive, and then I can write directly from Google Drive. And I don't have to, take anything extra. And their Chromebooks don't like to read USB sticks, so I couldn't take it on a USB stick if I wanted to use their laptop. If I want to use my own, it won't be an issue. But using theirs, I got to play by their rules. So I kind of stick with the Google just mainly for that, and overall it's easier to share from. Let's see. Andrea says that she stores all of her patterns, both written and yet to write. She has a whole lot of work that she would not have the mental strength to do over again. I hear you on that. Now, like all of that is double backed up. So that is on the cloud, and it's close by. Hi, Susan. Welcome in. We have a new Susan in the group. So we now have 2 Susans in the chat, guys. So don't be confused. I will say Susan, or I will say Susan. So welcome in, Susan. Glad you are here. Let's see, switch to it monthly tonight, so you have this month to lower the amount. I'm going to go ahead and just get it done tonight. I think I've got it all. Let's see. I have a book of patterns in the works and it's taking most of my time right now. I hear you on that, Andrea. Pattern writing is not for the faint of heart. In case you guys are wondering, it is not a fly by the seat of your pants thing at night. Tammy, you're only 71. Yes, I know. Quiltmas did fantastic. It bumped me up so much. We were like 120 left to the 1,000 mark, and now we are only 71 away. I am not disappointed. And Susan said, it is pouring rain here in Florida. I do not miss the rain. I do not miss the rain at all. I spent so many years in Alabama, and I am so glad to not have the rain all the time. It's just is so much to deal with. And so I will let you have all the rain you want. I will let you have it all. Actually, we need some moisture, but I'd rather get it in the format of snow. Awesome. I got your email, Dora Lynn, and I will respond to it after the live. So just expect a late night email from me. Mona used to write crochet patterns, and she has no desire to write quilt patterns. Too much work. Yeah, quilt patterns, it's a lot more than just, one step or another. There's so much involved in them. So much involved in them. I don't blame you one bit for not wanting to get into the racket of it. Because it is a racket. I mean, it really, really is. I enjoy it. I personally love it. Hey, Katie Graps, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I apologize if I'm not reading the chat as much as I normally would. This trimming with this ruler, I don't know where my other one is. I have got to clean this studio too. Hey, Linda, welcome in. I normally keep my studio fairly clean, but I've had a lot of different things going on in the past week, and so it's a little bit challenging. Joy says she doesn't miss it either. Yeah, writing all that. Something I would like to do is do a Shutterfly book with my quilt pics, another with vacation pics that I don't want to lose. So I don't have a Shutterfly one, but I do have a book for all of my quilts that I have done, and I just print the pictures and stick it in the album. So I don't bother with the Shutterfly or whatever. Hey, Linda, Irish Sail Lady, welcome in. We have 2 Susans and 2 Lindas. I like this. Okay, so my book is actually behind the Christmas Village, so I can't get to it. But I have a 3-ring binder, and I just have the pattern pages in it. And yeah, it's so fantastic to do it that way. Andrea says she writes crochet patterns too, Mona, and she can attest that writing quilt patterns is much more work than crochet. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Good evening, everyone. Just finished binding the last quilt that I had long-armed and going to sit and take a rest. And you're just sitting and taking rest with us. I like that. Glad you're here. So glad you're here. And these are not coming out quite the size that I want them to be, but I think I will be all right with them. I did not follow my own pattern directions on this, so it's my fault. It is entirely my fault. It is not the pattern's fault. It is my fault. We have tested these already. This particular step has been tested by more than just me, so it is good to go, I promise. Shutterfly sometimes has deals. That is true. They do. See, I don't miss all the testing, photos, proofing. Yeah, the proofing, so when I write a quilt pattern, typically what happens is I have already made the quilt once before. This is the one exception that I did not do that with. I wrote the pattern and then we're testing it. So I do have a separate person helping test to make sure that I'm not missing anything. So yeah, it is going well. I promise it is. It's just taking its sweet time to get there. That is all it is. Oh, thank you, Nightbot. Remember to hit that like button. I love that. Nightbot is so fantastic. Joyce just put some crochet. Awesome. Oh yeah, so and tell. Please do. Yes. Okay. Yes, Andrea. So the question in the chat, guys, is can I put crochet on the Siberian Wind quilting group for Sew and Tell? And the answer is a resounding yes. I want to see everything that you guys are making. So whether that involves a hot glue gun, whether that involves a hook and yarn, if that involves a paintbrush and a canvas, whatever you guys are making, I want to see. If you guys remember back a few months, Judy shared that she'd gotten her shelf put up above her long arm to put her long arm threads on. And she shared that as Sew and Tell, and absolutely that counts. It is inspiring to see other people's craft spaces. It's inspiring to see what you guys are creating. And as you guys are seeing in the chat, there are people here that are quilters, but that are also crocheters or knitters or diamond dot makers, or you name it. And there's somebody in the chat that is going to craft that. So it is absolutely fantastic. Linda's Trendy Thread says her sewing room makeover is coming along. Can't wait till I have it done. I know, right? I've seen some of the progress that you did. I haven't seen it all, but I have seen some of it, and I'm so excited to see the rest of it. Dora Lynn says she has to have it quiet so she can cut, so she does not make mistakes, so she understands. Yeah, it's, there is something on the Facebook group right now. Please, if you are squeamish, just scroll past the picture. I apologize. I don't know how to make Facebook turn it so that you have to turn the pictures on. It's not severe, but it was a rotary cutting accident, not by me. So yes, you will see stuff like that in the Facebook group as well. Not very frequently, thankfully, but yes, if it is quilting, crafting, whatever, please share it. Absolutely share it. Andrea says she designs on paper first, then on computer, then she tests it, then she sends it to her testers. She always misses many things, so it is a whole process, and even when she shows a picture of the pattern in the works, it could take months before it is ready to release. I hear that. Yes, good question. We are going to make it easy on you. Will somebody drop exclamation group into the chat for me? My brain is not functioning for the keyboard. Let's see. Jacqueline, welcome in. Welcome in. Linda is posting videos when she gets something done. Yes, you are. I've been seeing those. Mainly waiting for a piece of furniture to come. Ooh, furniture. Liked the checkerboard. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you. Perfect. That's there. Who am I talking to? Okay, there we go. Susan. Joyce just dropped the exclamation FB, which works just like exclamation group. Either one of those links, and there's Judy's post as well. You guys are all getting it in there. Click any of those links, and that will take you to the Facebook group. I will have to get you approved to be in the group, but that's not hard. I promise. Just answer the questions for me, and you will be in the group. So it won't take long. I promise. It is super fun and easy. Super fast and easy. But I'll get to it after the live is tonight. Oh, that was for the moderate. No, you're fine, Raven. You are fine. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? No? Oh, okay. That was for the moderate. You know what, Raven? It is absolutely fine. You don't have to be a moderator to put that in there. And that is why I make it that way. So you don't have to be somebody fancy dancy to do it. Raven says she just joined and there weren't questions. There's supposed to be, and I could always send it back to where you have to do that. But I usually look and see if your Facebook profile looks legitimate, then I will approve you and I'll watch your first 3 or 4 posts. If, just to keep our bots out of there. But, most of the time it's not an issue. I've managed to catch the few that tried to join early on. Oh, that is absolutely fine, Andrea. And yes, it actually will count. So you're good. You're good. Share it. That is fine. You are fine. Fine, fine. All right, I'm sewing W32 to the right side of one and to the left side of the other. This pattern has, there we go, we got 2 requests to join so far. So yes, I will get to those as soon as the live is done. I will also get to the emails and send out the checkerboard instructions to the emails once we are done tonight. So you guys will be getting some late night notifications. Welcome to my time zone. But this pattern has a lot of mirror image things going on. So something that you do on one side will be mirror image on the other. Welcome in, Maddie. Good to see you. Did you see Quiltmas today? I hope you saw Quiltmas today. Quiltmas today is really fun. It was a lot of fun. And I'm even wearing the same shirt. Let's see. Oh, I'm glad you're going to put the history on there, Andrea, too. Perfect, Susan. Yes. I will get you put in there by the time the live, or after the live tonight. I don't want to possibly boot myself off the internet because I've been putting my computer through a lot today. So I don't want to do something that upsets my computer. So that's why I'm going to wait until after the live. Had a craft fair today and whipped. Oh, you know, there was actually a craft fair yesterday and today up at the mall here, and I didn't get to go. I just have had too much on my plate. Or no, it was Friday and Saturday. And I think there were a few vendors that were going to stay today as well, but I didn't get to go. I'm kind of bummed. I wanted to go, but it was just too much. I had too much going on. You probably told us while I was putting groceries away, but what are you working on tonight? I am working some more on this. This is the working name so far is called Flying Geese Mountains. That is the next pattern that I'm going to release. So it is due out around Christmas time. I'm hoping if I can get it done by then. If not, it will be out by New Year's Day. So I always try to release one big pattern that's a purchase pattern right around Christmas. And this is going to be that purchase pattern. So I will show it later on. Let's see if I can get this entire row to add on to it. My Daily Fiber. Hello from Raleigh, North Carolina. Well, welcome in. Do you have a first name I can call you? I'd be more than happy to try to remember it. It's funny, I got hit on by a young, good-looking guy. Oh, you know what? When they don't ask for ID, that's all I need to know. If they don't ask for ID, then I'm happy. Oh. All right, so we're doing 2 of, well, you know what? Let me go get the correct block piece because I was about to grab the wrong thing. Let's see. Oh, Michelle. Good deal, Michelle. Thank you. Hey, Denise. Welcome in. You hyped my quiltless video and you let your mister do it twice. I'm not sure how that works. I love the fabrics used for the checkerboard. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate that so much. You guys, I went from 125 people left to, yes. Okay. Good call real quick. I'll come back to that right in just a second, Michelle. And I am itching, so bear with me. I do not have my back scratcher handy. I'm using the tip of my handle or the tip of my scissors. Okay, so hype is underneath the video. You might have the option for hype. It's kind of like where the donate button is, or where there's like and a couple of other things, and there's a hype option. Some videos get it and some videos don't, and some subscribers get it and some subscribers don't. So it is not your fault if you don't have hype as an option, but a lot of people might see hype. So if you have it and you want to hype it, please do so. You share this video on your channel. Thank you, Andrea. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome for sharing it out. So I was at 120 something to hitting the 1,000 mark that we've been trying to hit for ages now. And now, okay, before this video, we were 71 away. We are now 65 away. So we are 65 away from hitting that 1,000 mark. So that is absolutely fantastic. And my dog is busy stealing things. Come. He is trying to get on the coffee table. Maddie says she uses random things to scratch. I do too. Sometimes I use whatever I have close by to scratch my back. I say use whatever works. Well, I actually have an honest to goodness back scratcher that is designed for back scratching. And my husband has like 4 or 5 of them, but I have at least one. And I do have it somewhere. I just don't know where. Sir, thank you. He is being obnoxious tonight. Or he's trying to be. He's trying to be. We'll put it that way. Okay, so the handle thing, Michelle. Believe me, I did not forget. So the way that YouTube has changed things up is YouTube is using handles more than using screen names now, and they're billing it as it's a security thing because, you know, like Linda's Trendy Threads, she might have Linda's Threads as her screen name, but Linda's Trendy Threads is her handle. So what YouTube is doing is, you know, somebody else that's also named Linda and wants Linda's Threads might have been able to do Linda's Threads, but the handles were different, but both of them could be in the same chat at the same time. And there was apparently some issues back and forth where people were doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and somebody else was getting blamed for it because the handles were the screen names were the same, but the handles have to be different. So YouTube is starting to roll that out, all of the content creators, but it is a slow rollout. So not everybody has been rolled out to handles yet, but I was one of the early adopters. I didn't have a choice. YouTube just did it to me. Let's see. I was just laughing. I used my scissors to scratch my back too. I even cut my back. Oh no, Andrea. No. Now you can go in and change your handle. So if you want your My Daily Fiber to say Michelle's My Daily Fiber or something like that, then you can go in and do that. Katie from Greenland Quilter has a video on her channel. I do have it linked in a post on my channel. So you can click from my post to go over there to find the video. I can't easily walk you through it because I haven't had to do it to myself. Yeah. Your dog is acting Maddie, he is all over the place tonight. Sir, enough. Down. No. Down. Apparently me talking to you guys is making him jealous. I went looking to watching over my phone. Yeah, I understand that, Raven. I can only use hype after I watch a replay, but I have to exit out and come back in before I can comment. It's weird for sure. That is weird. That's a messed up. That is weird. Maddie says she's stubborn. So is he. He is very, very stubborn. Okay, so I've got these, and these are whatever I was supposed to pull. Let me mark this off. That way I know I did what I'm supposed to do. I am nowhere near even halfway done. That is not cool. I am normally used to this, but I'm not used to it today for some reason. Oh, were we supposed to flip it? Oh, okay. W33, okay. And then, oh, okay. This one's easy, guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, there we go. Michelle's Daily Fiber. There we go. That works. I looked to fix my handle, but I should look at the video to fix it. Yeah, the video, she does a really good job of it. Katie did fantastic doing that video for us, for everybody, in fact. And it's helped a lot of people be able to change their handles to something that's easier to read. Yeah, agreed, Katie. She says her video had how-to is easy to follow and 3.5 minutes long. Yeah, it is crazy easy to do. It just, if you didn't know what you were doing before, you know, Katie walks you through it. And I figured there's no reason for me to put out a video to do it too, because Katie's video is perfect for it. So that worked well. The only time I watch on my phone is if I'm watching 2 lives at the same time. Sometimes I watch 3 at a time, computer, TV, and phone. Oh my gosh, Andrea. You are the queen of multitasking. I cannot handle watching multiples at the same time very well. Now, if I am watching multiples at the same time, what I'm doing is I have multiple windows open and only one has audio. I can't do 2 audios. I just swipe to the right after the hip, after hype. Oh, okay. So after hyping, you should be able to swipe to the right, apparently. Do you know that I have not tried to do anything to know? So I don't know. I don't know. I have nowhere the orange menace just came out of the linen closet. Well, he wasn't in the menace closet, but he's orange too. Hey, Kathy, welcome in. Glad to have you here tonight. You know, lady, you and I need to talk, just saying. If you didn't work tomorrow morning, you and I would be talking tonight. Oh my gosh. It's good to have you here. Let's see, I've been trying to get people to watch your video, especially people who talk fast, and I cannot understand what they're saying even with my new hearing aids. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the nice thing, Andrea, you can do this live and you can do this on replay. If you hit the settings button, the settings little gear on the video, you can actually change the speed, the playback speed, to slow it down. So if somebody is talking too fast for you to be able to understand them and captions aren't working, you can absolutely slow them down and see if that helps you be able to understand them better. I know I can talk fast. Sometimes I talk way too fast. Other times I talk just at the right speed. I talk very southern and I very slowed down. Now Kathy's videos, since she's here and I've already told her this, I actually play her videos at like 2x because I can speed her up and I can still understand her. That's what being from the South does, guys. That is what being from the South does. You can slow somebody else from the South down or you can speed them up by two times their normal speed, and you can still understand every word that they're saying. So I am definitely from the South. So maybe in like another couple weeks, we're gonna have a couple of really fantastic announcements over here. Made a video for YouTube creators on how to turn the closed captions on as well. Yes, I typically have my closed captions on. There's been a few times that I have forgotten when I've set up new lives to get it set right. But I look for that and I try to make sure I check that every night. I understand Southern unless it's behind a mustache. Hard to see the lips that way. I bet it is. Oh my gosh, I had not even thought about a mustache. But I can totally understand that because when somebody's got a very heavy mustache, could you stop please, sir? I'm not talking to you. When there's a very heavy mustache, I struggle. You are not wrong, Andre. That is crazy. I had not thought about it, but it is very, very true. Very true. And my machine is trying to eat my fabric today, or eat thread today for some reason. So, pardon me if I have to stop it and move it around. There was someone today that didn't have it. Didn't have it on. Oh yeah. The closed captions, yeah. I believe in closed captions because I can turn on a video. Okay. All right. Raven is asking to see the puppy. So here's the puppy in most of his glory. We have the red fox face, and of course he smells the rest of the treats. We have the red fox face. We have the white chest. I love this white chest. It cracks me up that he's got a white chest. There we go. Thank you. Okay, down. All right. And he'll come back to me in just a minute. He's not going anywhere. He's hanging out. Oh, good night, Mona. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Let's see. I hope closed caption is on my videos. If not, I have no idea how to turn it on. I will take a look, Kathy. I will check for you and see if it is, and then we'll work on it together if we have to. Aw, Pumpkin's a cute name for him. I have not ever called him Pumpkin. I've called him Pal, and I've called him, I haven't called him Fluffbutt, I don't think. My husky got called Fluffbutt a lot. Ours has to be close to the same. You're from Texas, aren't you? Andrea lives in Texas, yes. Or is he more southern? Oh yeah, Andrea is in Texas. She's lived in a lot of different places, but she lives currently in Texas. And they do talk very slow in Texas too. So Dad just walked out. So we'll see if Dad takes him back with him. We'll see. I'm not holding my breath, but we'll see. I'm loving some of these fabrics, guys. Actually from the Ozark Mountains of Missouri, but I'm in Texas transplant for the last 18 years. Okay, that makes sense. The Missouri part, that's where it clicks from. So guys, I am so looking forward to September. I'm so looking forward to it. I want the hotel to get back with me and get me the last of the information that I need. Because I went in and we did the contract and all of that, and I had to sign everything, but I need a copy of it, so I'm waiting for that. God, they're gonna have to send it to me. Hey Dre, welcome in. Kathy says she loves the Ozarks. She has some friends that live there. Very good. Mine is Pumpkin, Pookie, Big Booty Judy, Reginald the Third, Reggie. Oh, he's Pal and Paladin. I used to call him Pup or Puppers, but I don't tend to call him that much anymore because he's an old guy now. He's getting there. Andrea says she was an Air Force brat, so she lived a lot of places. She tends to adopt the accent from where she is living. I had a Guanamanian accent at one time. Oh my gosh. That would definitely be different. Oh my goodness. I was actually when I was doing those photos earlier today, I was looking at photos from when I lived in Mississippi and when we just moved in to the house that we lived in Alabama that we stayed at for 2 years. I'm mind blown that I've lived in all of these places. But I've visited more places than I've lived, I will say that. I have been an avid traveler. Absolutely avid traveler. All right. Is that going to do? No, that's not going to do what I wanted to do. So I'm going to do a stitch and flip. And I'm doing a lot of those in this quilt. So actually it's going to go this way because I want my points to all go the same direction. So I can't get it in front of the camera. I'm sorry. My points are going this way, so I want my point going this way. And so I have to make sure that my stitch and flip is going to work. Oh, good night, Dora Lynn. Have fun at your appointments in the morning. And if you've not petted some fabric, go pet some fabric now before you get in bed. Just saying. I have no clue what Guam sounds like. Yeah, I don't know that I've heard a Guam accent either. I'm sure that we could find somebody that's currently living in Guam and speaking English to give us that accent, but I don't know. No more side view chatting. It's splitting my keyboard of my new phone. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh, Kathy's headed back to bed herself. Good night, Kathy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Guys, I can't believe we are only 65 away from 1,000. Can you believe that? I did not know what that was going to feel like. And it absolutely feels amazing and humbling all at the same time. Because we went from 120 something away, 130 something away, to now 65 away from 1,000. I did not know that it was going to happen like that. That we were going to get that close that quickly. So we'll see. We'll see if we hit 1,000 this month. Maybe we'll hit 1,000 this month. That would be exciting, right? Christmas present to me. After chatting with a visitor at church from Manchester, was told how quickly I was talking with the same accent. Go British ancestry, right? Oh, thank you, Kathy. She says, don't forget a thumbs up, all y'all. Yay, so happy for you. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. She's been behind the scenes supporting me too, guys. I cannot say enough thank yous. I have a flip, so it is a little longer of a phone. Oh, that makes sense. I can't do the flip phones. Like the screen in the middle, I am so worried about breaking it. And my dog picks my phone up to bring it to me. So I don't want him trying to pick up a flip phone with a screen like that. I need to be able to protect the screen at all costs. I mean, he had to pick it up on Thanksgiving Day and bring it to me. Raven thinks I will hit it. I'm hoping so. Chloe says very exciting. I agree. Andrea was born in Biloxi, then to Illinois, then to Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, New Orleans, Missouri, Arkansas, then Kansas, then Missouri, then Area 51, and then back to Missouri. I finally spent more than 2 years in a row at the same school. Oh my gosh. There we go. There we go. I like that idea, Raven. She says that she will manifest. We will manifest this getting to 1,000 this month. I like that plan. I like that plan a lot. That is awesome. Yes. Oh, that would be a super cool Christmas present, you guys. And it doesn't cost you guys anything. Now, granted, it'll start showing ads, but, you know, that's what YouTube Premium is for, right? What kind of sewing machine do you have there? Okay, so this one right here that you guys are seeing this one is Ricky. This is a Bernina 350. And the reason that it got the name Ricky is it's got a faceplate on it. Bet 2,000 by May. Oh, you are really overshooting, Raven. It's got a faceplate. It was designed by Ricky Timms. And if you guys don't know who Ricky Timms is, it is safe to look him up. He is a very famous male quilter. He is fantastic, plays instruments and sings and does all of that. He's also part of the quilt show with Alex Anderson. And you almost always see him with a cowboy hat on. Yes, absolutely. This one is Ricky. So that's a Bernina 350. I have a Bernina also on my quilt frame. It is not a Bernina quilting machine. Okay. I will clarify that. It is not designed to be, it was not made for being a long arm. Okay. We'll put it that way. It fits on the frame. It does good enough for right now. It only gives me like 3 inches of quilting room, but it's a Bernina 770. So if I refer to Beauty, that is the machine that's on my frame. Beauty is a little bit of a brat, and she's been broken a lot this summer and this winter. So since June, she's been down more than she's been working. Not her fault. We'll get it. Love the premium. I do too, Joyce. Absolutely love the premium. I hope so, Andrea. I hope so. Oh, that's fantastic, Susan. Thank you. So we have Ricky, we have Beauty. You will also eventually see Anastasia again. I haven't pulled her out in a bit. I meant to pull her out the last time Mr. Siberian Wind was on with me, but I didn't get around to it. Anastasia is a 1958 Bernina 532-1. So she is an antique machine. And then I also have Quinn, and that is my brother. SQ 9285, I believe, is the number. And that is my travel machine because it is super lightweight and it has a tray table and all the feet that I need for it. And I didn't have to buy anything extra. So that I've got basically 4 machines that you'll see eventually. Let's see. I don't know how the famous quilters yet. I just started quilting in January, but I have been a garment maker for a long time. I'm doing quilting very much. Okay. That is fantastic, Michelle, and I will tell you why. So when you come, and this is my personal experience, so feel free to judge me, because I also come from the garment sewing world. I am the only quilter in my family. Raven has only named her Jeep. The name is Genevieve. My Jeep is my little Jeep treat. From the Beach Boys songs, my little Deuce Coupe or whatever. So my little Jeep treat is my Jeep's name. So I came from the garment sewing world. When I found quilting and really got into it, my love of quilting was almost instantaneous, because when you make an outfit for yourself or someone else, they will eventually outgrow it, or the style will go out of fashion, or something will happen. It is inevitable with clothing that something will happen that will change the effectiveness of what you just sewed. So you can spend a month and a half making a beautiful wedding gown to be worn one time, or 6 months to a year to make a wedding gown, and it'll be worn one time, and it will be dirty, and it will have stains on it, all of that from one single day, one party. You make a quilt for a gift for someone for their wedding, I can guarantee you that quilt is not going to be damaged overnight. They are going to take care of that quilt, and it will always fit them no matter what size they become. If they become pregnant or they become skinny, whatever a person does or doesn't do, the quilt will always fit. Even if it's a baby quilt, the quilt always fits. Even if they outgrow the size of the quilt, they are going to always have those memories of having it when they were little. And so a quilt always fits. So there is no need to just make a quilt for every single thing. You can spend more time making your quilt and it stays made. And it doesn't need alterations. I love that about quilting. And you don't have to do the curves and make them a certain shape. When you do curves in garment sewing, it is much different than quilting. Ask me how I know. I've done quite a few. And it's so worth it. Garments are overwhelming to me. My mom can, grandma could, great grandma and great aunt were master seamstresses. I probably could, but I am a bit scared. Okay. The biggest challenge when you are a quilter to go to garment sewing is the seam allowance. So in quilting, we are working with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. It is crazy small for a quilter or for a seamstress. A seamstress is going to look at a 1/4 inch seam allowance and go, how the heck is that going to stay put together? Because garments aren't made like that. When you go from making quilts to making garments, oh my gosh, you have so much room. It is so hard for me to sew with a 5/8 inch seam allowance or 3/8 inch seam allowance. It is crazy. It's so crazy. Laura, welcome in. Sorry, you're not late. You are coming in when you are able to, which is absolutely appropriate. I'm sorry about the migraine. I hope the migraine is doing better. Welcome in, Rita. Glad you are here. Puppy is getting another treato because he is being obnoxious again. All right, make him work for that one. Okay. All right, so now I can do the G47 strip. Okay. I had to figure out which strip I have to use because they're all kind of out of order for me now. That's 48. Ooh, what did we put after? Oh, we put the cross ones. And I don't see the cross strips. Oops. Did I oh, they're in there. So did I mislabeled them maybe? Maybe I mislabeled them. G47. Oh no, this is supposed to be the polka dots. I'm glad I stopped and looked. Michelle, you'll find so much more love and help in the smaller communities. The larger communities, you tend to get lost in the crowd. Not that they are snobs, just because they're numbers. Yeah, absolutely. Raven says he's not obnoxious, he's a cutie. You don't live with him. We can always say that about our husbands. You don't live with them. I have no comment about 1/4 inch seam. I hear you, Rita. I hear you. All right, G47. Found it. And this should already be cut to length, which it is. I don't have selvages on here, so we are good. We are almost done with all the pieces I got for this quilt now. We're getting there. We are so getting there. All right, so I got to do one side, and then I got to do the other one. And yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking when you have a long strip and you're putting a long strip in place. So, but this is a very, very easy strip to put on there. It's a very easy strip to put together. comparatively to some of the other ships that I have done or the sets that I've done, this one's crazy easy. A snob quilter. Oh no, get them in Kleenex. Okay, so I will tell you guys a little surprise. This is like the 12 days of Christmas, right? So even though we've already done Quiltmas, and my Quiltmas video is already out there, so you have to kind of, ooh, I did this the wrong way. Oops. Let's see if it works for the other side. Oh, it doesn't work for the other side either. What did I do? What did I do? Oh my gosh, guys. Did I screw that up completely? Or did I need to do it that way? I need to do it that way. Okay, that works. Yes, I am completely not paying attention to doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but it will still work because the instructions are accurate. As long as the numbers are accurate at this point, then the rest of it's good. Hubby was able, oh, good deal. Yeah, Judy's husband was able to fix her long arm, which is amazing. Mine could not do that. But my foot is in here, so I can now put it on and start quilting tomorrow. I've got one quilt back already loaded, so I just need to load the batting in the top. And I got a lot of quilts to get out, just saying. Just got a lot of quilts to get out. What I do is add fabric as I know I do not make a 1/4 inch seam. Mine are bigger, so I add a little bit to the measurements. See, that's fair. That is absolutely fair, Rita. Talk to my pattern instructions too, Tammy. Well, you know, the word is discombobulated. Yes, it is discombobulated. Absolutely. So the fun thing about all of this is if you write the pattern, then are you talking to yourself when you are talking to the pattern? And is the pattern answering you, or are you answering yourself? I don't know. The things we can think about. Okay, so back to the topic. Back to the topic that I was going to mention. So I mentioned several weeks ago, absolutely, Chloe. Oh, traveling home from New Hampshire. Yes. Please drive safe, be careful, and I will see you Tuesday night. Thank you for being here, Chloe. Have a great night. If you can pet some fabric, pet some fabric. You need it. You need it. We all do. It is that time of the year. We all need the fabric. Susan says she answers herself. See, I really shouldn't be answering myself. That's dangerous territory. But anyway, so I told you guys earlier this month, I believe it was this month, I told you within the last couple weeks that I was going to be doing a podcast, and I would release more details about it. So I was going to do a collaboration podcast with another content creator, and so literally every episode was going to be me and another content creator. And things have kind of gotten in the way. Schedules are too booked. I know, Rita. She says almost 2,000. I know. I'm still vibrating from that. I really am. I'm still vibrating. But so I was going to do a podcast with someone else, and because that is not going to be possible for them, which is okay. It happens. You know, you got to know your limitations, right? So because the podcast can't happen with them, it is going to happen just by me. So there will be a podcast. It will be mainly just me. I will be interviewing other content creators. So we will be adding that in as well. So I will be doing a podcast series in addition to the lives, and in addition to recorded videos. So be forewarned, stay tuned. There will be a podcast coming out. I will start issuing out a podcast. Perhaps this week. I don't know if it can be this week. I don't know. That's a lot. But we'll see. We will see. And I'm glad I double checked this because that is still not the right direction to sew this. Oh my goodness. So my points do need to go to the top away from me. And so I just needed to turn that around. So we're good. I just have to turn things around and we're good to go. But yeah, so there will be a podcast. I do not have the name of it finalized because the name is changing since it was originally going to be a collaboration name. The name is going to be slightly different. But I am going to primarily be talking about quilty related stuff. Um, it will be pre-recorded. It will not be a live podcast. Just saying. I know better. It's not going to be a live podcast. Like you do not have enough going on too. I know, right, Andrea? I needed like 4 more things to add to my list. And so I went and found them. I went and found all 4 of them to add in on 1 week. Oh my goodness. Took it a while now. I'm right on. Oh, good deal. Oh yeah, Rita says food is a migraine trigger for her. Yeah, the one of the ladies that's in my group at that I meet with on Wednesdays, she was explaining how like she's got food restrictions. And so we try to accommodate her food restrictions. Now, does she always feel safe eating? No. She always brings her own food, which is okay. That's, that's how you keep yourself safe, which is fine. But we were sitting talking with her and trying to understand her a little bit better and about the food stuff and all. And apparently, if she were to eat something that is on her restricted list, she would have a migraine for 36 hours that nothing can touch. So I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna force you to eat anything. Obviously, we're not gonna force you. 1,000 subs this week is going to happen. I hope so. Oh, come on, Tammy. You mean you can't figure out how to come up with 52 hours in one day? I have, but the likelihood of me being able to afford the travel to make those 52 hours every other day is ridiculous. Like I can't fly from Hawaii to Alaska to catch the extra hours and back. Like I can't afford the travel for it. So like I have figured out how to do it. I just I can't afford it. Oh no, pork can trigger a migraine for Rita. Ouch. That's rough. That is rough. Okay. So this is the strip. It is very, very long. We're going to truncate the middle so you guys can see more of what the outside edges of the strip look like real quick. So it is like that on one end. Time travel, right, Raven? I agree. And then there is the other end. So it is a mirror image between the two. And I'm going to fold it in half. And you know what? Am I going to go ahead? I'm going to hold off on attaching this to the full quilt for right now. We are going to go ahead. I will lay it on here. So like the colors just got a lot darker. I need a DeLorean, right? I know. DeLorean would be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I could get behind that. Or would I be getting in front of it? I mean, if it's time travel, do you get behind something or do you get in front of something? Or did I just break a few too many brain cells asking that? All right, so G48 is the next strip, which is going to be these crosses. And so we are going to seam them together. And we're just doing a 45-degree angle to seam them together. And then I will trim them afterwards. We are just going to use my diagonal seam tape because the direction of this does not matter. This is when you start having too many inches and not enough fabric. If I'd gotten 108s of all of these, if they were available, then that would have fixed this. But alas, Hobby Lobby is limited in their supply of fabric. How is Tom doing? All healed up. He is still, they are sending him back every week to 2 weeks to go have adjustments made. So he is still not out of the woods yet. They still said to stay on soft foods for the next probably 4 weeks, I think. So he might be off of soft foods by Christmas, I'm hoping. But maybe he'll still be on soft foods by then. I don't know. Behind you'll get squished maybe, right? Oh. Uh, oh gosh, Laura's husband made pork chops for dinner. It was fine before, but had to close my eyes after dinner. So the other thing, other than just it possibly being pork, could also be the seasonings. If there's seasonings that he used that are triggering your migraines, you might not know it. So that could be what it is too. Um, oh, Laura's been wondering about Tom too. Yeah, he's okay. He's just he's still sore. His mouth's still sore. So he did walk in the parade last night, the Christmas parade, and he was dressed as Captain America. The parade theme this year was heroes. So, of course, getting the military and first responders out there is a big deal, because they are our current everyday heroes. But he was walking for Patriot Express honor trips for the nonprofit he founded. And so somebody had ordered him a Captain America costume. Timmy and Tom talks. Oh, I don't know, Pam. I'll have to talk with him about that because he's probably not going to want to do it. I'm not sure, but tonight he's been rough. Yeah, I can understand that, Laura. I can understand. Yeah, it could be something as simple as a seasoning, or it could be the meat itself. Trying to go into a butcher shop instead of the big box. Ooh, that's also a possible source. Because, oh, absolutely, Judy. She is headed off to bed. Make sure you go pet some fabric if you haven't already. Get those warm fuzzies in. Because we all need them. We are quilters. We need the warm fuzzies. All right, so I am not worried about the seam not lining up on my print. If you are worried about that in your seaming, go pin it. Just go pin it. Adjust it. Laura likes the Tammy and Tom talks as well. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to tell him. I'm going to have to show him you guys' comments. Because I don't know if he's going to want to do it or not. Oh my goodness. I've got a couple of potential ideas. Sir, could you stop being insistent? Get over here. Over. He's over here on the other side of my iron, and he'll get his nose burnt. You're going to have to wait. Okay, down. Wait. He doesn't like that. He does not like that. I can't eat pork. It triggers migraines, says Joyce. Oh my gosh. No, definitely. It is not just you, Rita. There's a lot of people where food of one form or another triggers migraines. And different meats are actually top of the list for triggers. Okay, W35 to the ends of this. All right. We are looking for the W35. That's W36. Oh, yeah, bacon and sausage. Yeah, we eat a lot of bacon here. We don't eat a lot of sausage, but we have a lot of bacon. No, he doesn't, Raven. She's asking if Paladin has a bed below me. He doesn't. I did have him a bed for a bit, but the problem is the smallest size bed for him, he will spread out on that bed, and he does not stay put to where he needs to be. He does not stay put where he needs to be. Oh, I need to trim this. Okay. So I have to fold it in half and then measure. Okay. Never correlate a pork to my migraines, but I may have to think about it. Yeah. Yeah, do that. I mean, it's crazy, but it is very likely an option. So when I put a bed over here, because he likes that corner underneath, he likes the corner underneath this camera, the one that you guys are seeing my machine from. He likes to be over there. If I put a bed here or there, he won't sleep on it. He'll just ignore the fact that there's a bed there, and he'll still do whatever he wants to do. So it didn't do me any good to put him a bed because he just didn't use it where he needed to use it. It was ridiculous. He's obnoxiously stubborn. I mean, he'd use the bed when he wanted to, but not when I wanted him to. and then he would push the bed out, and I couldn't move my machines where I needed to move them. Like, just, it was too much of a hassle. He just wants to be with mom. He does want to be with me. Like, we close him up with my husband, and he doesn't want to be there either. He does not like, being separated from me, but at the same time, he doesn't want to behave. He's just doing what the heck he wants, not what he's told he needs to do. All right. Having a look at what my measurement needs to be. He will be 7 in January. So he is almost 7. So when he turns 8, so next January, so not this January, but next January, I am going to be looking at getting my next service dog to train. So next year, so not 2026, but 2027 is when I'll be looking to get his replacement to start training, because it'll take a couple years to train. And I'm already prepared that it's going to take a couple of years, at least. Sharpays and bull mastiff and stubborn. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, MSG, is an instant migraine for a lot of people. I mean, there's some foods that when I eat them, I just don't feel good afterwards. Sometimes it is migraine, sometimes it is just stomach upset. I'm going to be quiet and chat for a bit, going to keep you on the TV, but going to go the long arm. Oh my gosh, Pam, that's exciting. That's so exciting. I need to get the quilt top and batting loaded on my long arm frame right now. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Just have not gotten around to it. And I did not check which direction I was sewing this. So we're about to find out. Age, isn't it? No, it is not. Oh, yeah. For him, yeah. So since it takes about 2 years to train a service dog, I want to make sure that he can still continue to work while I'm still training the next replacement. While I'm training his next edition. So he is a good boy. He's a very good boy, but he will age. Raven says, read it. It sounds like you have adorable wrinkles everywhere with the Sharpei and the bull mastiff. Yeah. Let's see. He can come be my service dog when you retire him. I am looking for one. He is just going to be too old. He's not trained for hearing alerts though. But he's going to be too old. And I don't know if I'm going to have him to another home or if I'm going to keep him. It just depends on what he does. So if he can chill out and behave and not be upset by sharing me, then, we'll hang on to him. If he can't handle sharing mommy with another dog and, causes fights or, just is stressing himself out too much, then we've got a couple people lined up that would probably be happy to have him as well. When my hubby was still alive, we had pork a lot and I had migraines all the time, but I don't buy it now. So I don't get them unless I go somewhere where they have a pulled pork sandwich. Oh my gosh. Who would have thought? So many people with pork migraines. And all in the chat tonight. I mean, that's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't know so many. I knew pork was a trigger, but I didn't know so many had a trigger. Let's see. They have wrinkles. They are still puppies at only 2 years old. They do not mature until 5. Yeah, 5 is a long time to wait for them to mature. It's a pain to always attempt a reading ingredients with magnifying glass all the time. Yeah, I can understand that. I don't have that issue, thankfully. But I did, when I talked to the hotel for our retreat in September, I was like, okay, I know some people are going to be, give me just a second. Some people are going to be having gluten allergies or dairy allergies or things like that, and they are more than happy to accommodate. So It won't be just give you a salad because you're allergic to everything else. It will be what, whatever we need to do. So I will have food allergies on the sign up sheet for the September retreat here in Casper. So you guys will get to fill that out and let me know what food allergies or food sensitivities you have, so we can work around it. So he is mobility support for me. What he does, or one of his main tasks, is item retrieval. That could be something I drop. That could be something that is in another room. Like the the Crocs that I wear all around the house. When I come home, I ask him to go get them because I want to change into them. Like I take off whatever I've been wearing. It could be tennis shoes, could be boots, could be whatever I was wearing out in public, and I want to change into my Crocs. So he can find them. He goes and gets them wherever they are. If they're stuffed under the bed or under my ottoman in the living room, if they're in here under my chair, he will find them wherever they're at. Same thing with my medicine. He will go get it, my medicine wherever it is. My medicine bag. He knows exactly what I'm asking for when I ask for it. So he will work at getting it until he can't physically get it. So like if it's behind a closed door, he can't get it. But if it's physically possible for him to reach it, he will get it. So that's a lot of what he does. I left my phone on the floor. I was sitting in the floor on Thanksgiving Day at a friend's house, and I left my phone on the floor when I got up and went to my chair, or went to a chair. And so that I didn't have to get up and expend the energy to go get my phone, I asked him to bring it. So he went and got my phone and brought it directly to me. So he knows that that's what he's doing. But yeah, that's the majority of what he does. He does other things, but that's the primary reason that I have him. Absolutely, Michelle. She is going to have to hit the hay. Work starts early. Oh no. Oh yes. So Michelle, make sure you go pat some fabric, put some needle and thread to fabric before you get in bed. Get the warm fuzzies in. That way you will have a fantastic week. That's our recipe for success here. So make sure to pat some fabric before you go to bed. But yeah, he does a lot, but that's where he starts. Is just the item retrieval. Oh, that's awesome, Andrea. Her dog is still a good cuddle buddy, even though she can't do these tasks anymore she used to do. Oh yeah, the bullmastiff forgetting that he doesn't have brakes. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Train my service dogs to retrieve, as well as I have to train them as the seeing part, and the mastiff is trained to be able to help me get up off the floor. I hear ya, sir. Get back in here. Come get it. So he now has his last treat. So we'll see how long that lasts. See if he will hang out, or if he's going to try to wander off again and be obnoxious. Okay, so I stitched and flipped, and so we've got 30 minutes. Let's see if I can do this in 30 minutes. G49s. So G's are going to be the colorful fabrics, and there's a 43. That's a 53. 49. Found it. It is a purple. It is a purple. It's a pretty purple. It's a very pretty purple. It's really dark on this camera because I have the light turned down on it. But it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh, there we go. It's I can't reach. It's pretty. It's pretty. Sir, settle. Settle. Do you want me to leash you again tonight? We'll do it. Settle, please. All the way. All the way down. There we go. We have an ease into it. My dogs are more emotional support than anything else. I'm fortunate my husband has always been there for me. Yeah. This guy allows me to go places that the husband can't go. Rita says no more purple for a while. No, we gotta have some purple. We've got to have the purple here. We've got to have the purple here. I can't let go without the purple. All right, we are going to draw some lines. I am not going to wing it. I will do this correctly. I am being good. I'm behaving. I'm doing it correctly. No matter how much I want to just go ahead and sew without drawing the line, I am drawing the lines. So when you get this pattern, you will know that I drew the lines because I have drawn the lines the whole pattern. Actually, everything left on here, the majority of everything left on here is going to be purple. Mom, I'm bored. Yeah, he is very bored. He's looking for things to get into, and I put something in my chair so he couldn't get in my chair in the living room. I put my ottoman in my chair. So he was getting in Dad's chair and then crawling across the side table to get into my chair or to try to go over my chair and get into things. That's what he was getting in trouble for earlier. I did this quilt with all the purples on it. No more purples for a while. Oh yeah, I remember. I love that quilt though. That is a fantastic quilt, Rita. Absolutely fantastic quilt. Guys, if you are not in the Facebook group, that is what you're missing out on, is all the beautiful quilts people have submitted for Sew and Tell. You get to see them before the slideshow. My pug is a registered emotional support animal and was what I got her for because I have severe panic attacks, and she used to alert me before they came on, but she learned to be my ears too. That's awesome. Raven says she's had this bolt of nocturne just staring at her. Oh, you can always send it to me. I would not mind. Guys, you are always welcome to send me fabric. Yesterday, the lady that joined me for Quilts of Valor brought me a bag. It was a Trader Joe's bag, which we don't have Trader Joe's around here, so I don't know where she got the bag from. But she brought me a Trader Joe's bag full of fabric scraps. And oh my gosh, some of the fabrics are just so stunning. So stunning. Sometimes I worry about something happening to my husband. I've had so many health problems since 2000. I don't know what I'd do without him. Well, I do know you seem to have some really great kids too. So I think your kids would probably step up. But it is always good to plan. Always good to plan and make an actual written plan for what you would like to have happen should the worst case happen. I have, since Tom is considerably older than me, I have had to definitely make some thought processes around, what I would do should the inevitable happen or the worst case scenario happen. And it's a sobering thought, but it is well worth the effort to put in the time to plan that out. So that way you're not left stranded wondering. My daughter has 2 registered emotional support dogs. She suffers from severe anxiety. Yeah, dogs are great at calming anxiety. They really are. The training them to do it in public, that's what would make them a service dog. But yeah, they're great emotional support animals for sure. Severe panic attacks. Yeah. I understand the panic attack track. I understand it very well. Been there, done that. Don't have a t-shirt, don't want one. Oh, Laura says that was wonderful advice. Her husband and her were just talking about it this morning. Yeah, it's important to have that conversation. Just that way you know. Oh, you're treating him because he's been bad. He's been bad. Tom just gave Paladin some more treats. Same thing that I've been giving him. Huh?
I can't punish him for him taking after you.
Oh, good try. He just said that he couldn't punish Paladin for taking after me. And are you sure you still want me to ask him about doing the podcast with me? Yeah, you do take it one day at a time. You're right, Joyce. She says you just take it one day at a time. You do. You do still have to have some plans. You have to have some plans in place. And especially, I'm a super big planner person. So I have 3 or 4 different fail-safe plans. If plan 1 doesn't work, plan 2 will. or plan 3 or plan 4. Like I have alternate option plans in place. And I don't think Tom's worried about me because I do pretty good on my own. I'm very independent as far as all of that's concerned. Does that mean it's going to be easy? No, no, it does not. But I've kind of already thought through it all before. I don't know what he would do without me though. That would be a bigger challenge. Um, okay, so good question, Raven. She says that with the severe anxiety, they should be service dogs, not emotional support. Some businesses are starting to bar them. So here's the deal. And hang on. I'm not going to sew while I talk about this one. Okay. So the difference between a service animal and an emotional support animal is a service animal has trained tasks and is trained for being in all of these different environments. Welcome in, Wanda. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. I appreciate it. She says she loves the checkerboard quilt. Awesome. Well, you happened in just at the time that we're talking about a side topic. So I apologize. This is not my normal content, but side topic for just a second. So service dogs are trained to be in the environments that they're being put into. I have seen way too many dogs that were not trained as service dogs that were being passed off as service dogs, and you can tell when a dog has not been trained. They're scared of shopping carts. They're scared of shiny floors. They're terrified of sliding doors. They're terrified of escalators or elevators. They are scared of statues. They are terrified of a lot of different things. Rhea says a service dog basically ignores environments. Not necessarily ignores, but they are accustomed to it. They're jaded. They're not shocked by it. So the training that a service dog goes through is to condition them to handling all of the different environments they're going to come into contact with. A service dog should not be aggressive or bark or growl for any reason. An alert can be a small growl, but that is very frowned upon, even in the service dog community. A single bark is usually okay, but it's recommended that not be the case, that it not even bark, unless it's an absolute emergency for the handler, that the dog needs to get attention. So therefore the dog barks. But it's a controlled bark. It's not a just bark, 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 and bark its head off. They shouldn't growl or lunge at other dogs, and they shouldn't use the bathroom in non-appropriate locations. So inside of a store, up against a pole inside the store. I've seen that more times than I care to admit from male dogs that are marking the support poles inside stores. My dog will actually sniff that, hey, there's stuff around this pole, i.e. another dog has peed on that pole. So it happens, but I will say this, it should not. The comment about the dog labeled as a service dog, but it's a dog she just carries everywhere and it's not a service dog. And so there's two schools of thought. I do not go through a training organization because I have extensive amounts of training with training service dogs. If a dog is in a store, restaurant, or whatever that is not a pet-friendly location, if that dog is causing a disruption, federal law here in the United States allows the store, business, whatever, to ask that person to remove their dog. You still have to help that person, but you can require that the dog be removed from the environment because it is causing a disruption. You still have to help the person, but that means that, maybe they need to, like, if they have anxiety or whatever, maybe they just need to sit somewhere and you bring everything to them. I mean, it could mean a lot of different things, but you do still have to help the disabled person. You just can do it without the dog being in the environment. So that is federal law. It is protected federal law. Are you actually going to get any charges brought against you? Not by federal law usually, because there's too many cases and the DOJ just doesn't pick them up like they should. So when you go through a professional organization, a training organization for a service dog, that service organization may require the dog to be certified through them. There is no federal certification for a service dog. So there's no federal ID. There's no like driver's license for a service dog. There's nothing like that. And requiring that would be a hindrance to owner-trained service dogs like mine. Mine still behave just like they should. And you can tell that mine are service dogs. You can always tell that mine are an actual service dog. However, an emotional support dog should not be in the same environment as a service dog when it comes to public access, because they are not trained for that. So it is both a disservice to the dog as well as a disservice to the rest of the humans in there. Okay, that's probably the only things that I'm going to say. Let's see. I will add one thing. It is actually a health department issue with having a dog in an environment that serves or provides food, whether that is sealed prepackaged food like a grocery store or convenience store, even a movie theater, or a location that actively serves food like a restaurant. So it is actually a health code violation to have a non-service dog in those environments. Service dogs should be 4 on the floor, or they should not be sitting directly on a seat. They should be in a carrier close to the handler's face, because that's usually where they are needing to be of most service to their user or their handler. But they should never be in a shopping cart, all of that. Oh no. Okay. Raven, do not ever be sorry for bringing that up. I am a major advocate for service dogs, for service dog handling in proper environments, and properly using a dog as your medical equipment. So no, it is no big deal. I am glad you brought it up, because I do like to have this discussion every so often. I love to have this discussion, but the whole reason I set this down is because I'm not going to be distracted while I talk about it. So yeah, you're good. I do not have one, and this issue bothers me. Yeah, I agree. I mean, some people do need their service animal, but some people, it's not a service animal. It's actually emotional support, or it's just a pet. And there's a huge difference. Hi, Vera Williams. Welcome in. If you have a first name I can call you by, I would be more than happy to learn it. They say that their migraines are triggered by chocolate, sodium nitrite, and red food coloring. I also have to be sure I stay hydrated. Ouch. That's a lot to have to keep track of, Vera. A lot to keep track of. Yeah, and I agree, Laura. She says, Raven, these are topics that should be discussed. They should. They absolutely should. And a lot of times, owner-trained service dogs do get looked down on because we don't come from an organization. I cannot afford $40,000 to pay for a service dog. Oh, Veronica, perfect. I love that name. That's a cute name. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Rita says, same here, Tammy. I've always trained my dogs as I want them for my specific needs. Yeah. Great way to educate everyone. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate it. So like when I looked, I was living in Alabama, and I looked at going through an organization. Raven's asking if caffeine is also an issue because of chocolate, or if it's just the cacao. That's because it could be just the cacao, but it could be caffeine. A lot of people have caffeine migraines. So when I train my service dogs, I do make sure that they are labeled as in training when they are in training. Like I don't put a service dog vest on them and then walk them in there like they're trained when they're not, when they're obviously not. Um, so yeah, it is important to know your state's laws. If you are not in the United States, it is important to know your country's laws. Okay, caffeine is no problem for Veronica apparently. Okay, good deal, good deal. I try to stay away from a lot of chocolate too. Yeah, I hear you, Joyce. I don't like chocolate. I'm not a huge chocolate fan. I do eat some, but I do know when I've had too much. Oh, started in menopause. That's a nasty word. I'm getting close. Yeah, I'm getting close. Raven's got a friend that has a caffeine issue. Yeah, a lot of people do. I have still not broken my caffeine hiatus. So I have not had caffeine in any regular amount since April. I've had chocolate, but I've not had a lot of chocolate. I had half of a Diet Mountain Dew back in April after my surgery, and that was the first and only time that I've had caffeine that I know of since then. But I'm so thinking about some hot chocolate tonight. I so want some. I so want it. Might be tomorrow night. Might be tomorrow night while I'm on Williams Live. I'm getting close also. Oh, good deal. Yeah, we're gonna be there together, Raven. We're gonna be there together. I'm not looking forward to it. I will say that much. I'm definitely not looking forward to it. All right. Okay, G49 we have done. I got 4 steps on this one, and the last one is adding it to the other row. So I got 3 steps. So we're going to see if I can get through these 3 in a couple of moments. 40 on the 28th. I'm a little bit closer than you are then. Oh, caffeine helps with migraines. Can't have caffeine because of colitis. Ugh, that's crazy. Episodic migraines until 2000 and then became chronic. I have them cyclic. So mine are tied to my cycle apparently right now. Ooh, hot chocolate with cherry. Ooh, I could do that because I do have cherries. I do have cherries. Okay, focus, focus, focus. W35. Where is W35? That is W35. And so we're just going to do the same thing been doing. We're going to do the same thing. Same thing. Is stitch and flip season, guys. Back to sewing, right? I'm trying. Not to say that I'll make it, but we're going to see if we can get this strip done. And then I just have to add these 2 strips to the quilt. And that will get rows 25 and 26 done. And I will have 27, 28, 29, 30. I'll have 4 rows left. So that's not too bad. I will be down to 4 rows left. Menopause into my migraines. Mine were hormonal. Yeah, mine right now are. They weren't before I moved up here, but now I've got 2 kinds of migraines. I do have hormonal migraines, and my migraine meds that I was taking for it I can't afford, and most people in the world cannot afford without insurance. So I do have hormonal migraines, but I do also have tension migraines. That is the other kind of migraine that I tend to have, is tension migraines. My shoulders are as tight as they can be right now. Migraines left me about 6 weeks after my hysterectomy. Oh, I'm jealous. Oh, I'm jealous, Pam. Now I only get weather-related headaches. I do still get those too. I have been starting to get those a little bit more now. Good question. Good question, Wanda. I am actually making my own pattern. This is a pattern I'm going to release. I'm hoping by the end of the year. So give me about maybe 10 minutes. There, give or take about 10 minutes. And I will be showing it. I will pick it up and show you what's on the table with all of those bright colors. So these 2 rows that I'm working, or the 1 row that I've already done tonight, and this row are going to go on the bottom of it. I do tend to make a pattern for purchase once a year. I might make more in the future, but I'm kind of sticking to once a year right now. And this will be the pattern this year. Last year was temperature rings, and Hi, Pat. Welcome in. Today it was warmer than yesterday. That's good for you. Good for you. I don't know that it was warmer here. I don't know if it was or not. But so last year's pattern was called temperature rings. It is still available. So if you look at my playlist, you will see some links to temperature rings. I do not have a whole lot of videos of me working on it because it kind of, doing it for the second time around, kind of got put on the back burner for some other projects that came out and were necessary to get done. But I will be getting back to temperature rings again for the second round of it this upcoming year. So 2026, I do already have some dates penciled in to be working on it. So it will get done. I promise you it will get done. But temperature rings is still available for purchase. It is a double wedding ring quilt that is also a temperature quilt. So you can customize it with up to 4 different variables per day. You can also customize where you start. You don't have to necessarily start on January 1. You can start wherever you want. You can use anywhere from 5 fabrics for your variables up to 9. It's kind of like a color your own temperature quilt workbook. And it walks you through it. And then if you have an AccuQuilt and you want to buy the dye, you absolutely can do that. If you don't and you don't want to buy the dye, the templates are in the pattern. So you can do it without having to buy anything. Oh no, it's -12. Are you with Celsius? That's really low for right now. We're at 38 at the moment. We're not as low as other people in the country. I know that, but we're kind of low right now. All right, so the W35. All right, G43. That is these. Good deal. So we're adding these, and then we got 2 rectangles after that. So that's not too bad. We will get there. We will absolutely get there. I think we'll get there in time. We'll run over a couple minutes probably. Just a couple. Because the next, I think this is the last of it. We'll hope this is the last of it. We'll see. If not, I'll still stop. Oh, it's Fahrenheit, -12 Fahrenheit. Oh my gosh, where are you, Raven? That's already that. Northern Wisconsin. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you've got the lake effect. Okay. That's why. That's why yours are so low. We have not hit negative temperatures yet here. We're at 5,100 feet above sea level, so we're high altitude. Oh no, 46 where Susan is, and that is not normal. I agree. That is not normal where you are. It is normally much, much colder there. You're usually about what I am, if not a little bit chillier. So, yeah, Washington State is not as cold as it should be. 20 in Springfield. Ah. Yeah, you're colder than we are. I'll be right back. Going to start Genevieve for a bit. She hasn't been driven all weekend. Yeah, in negative temperatures, you need to go start that car. Mine's in the garage, so I don't have to worry about mine as much. We have to start Mr. Siberian Wind's car this year. We're going to keep mine in the garage this year. No, I don't want to go outside, right? 21 in Worland. Okay. Yeah, you're colder than I am. Okay, I will say that this is by the computer. I don't know. Apparently the outside thermometer says it's that too. It's like 30-something degrees. It's not that cold. I'm shocked. I'm very shocked. I did not press the other side like I should have. All right, 5 minutes. So I'll at least be able to get this one on and trimmed and pressed. But I don't know that I'll get the whole thing. Nope, wrong direction. The nice thing about stitch and flip is as long as you test out the direction, it's really easy to keep it going where it's supposed to go. So you will have to test out directions on this pattern, just saying. we still have about 2 inches of snow on the ground. See, we do not have that much snow on the ground right now. Our snow has mostly dissipated. Like, we've got some snow on the ground. Don't get me wrong, we've got some. It's just not that much. We got like 6 inches of snow so far since it started snowing the other day. And we were supposed to have some more snow last night. It did not come. But that's what happens high altitude. It doesn't always happen. She has a 1-year-old battery. Worst case, I plug her in. Oh yeah, that works too. I haven't plugged mine in before. I haven't checked to see if I have it. I don't think I have an engine block heater on mine. I know we don't on the Ford, but we've been pretty safe as long as we go, crank and run for 15-30 minutes every day. It's not been an issue. 50 in the Arizona Valley, and that's cold for us. It'll probably get into the 30s overnight. See, that's not that cold. That's not that cold. We have a little over 2 feet of snow here in Southwest Michigan. Yeah, you guys have the lake effect too. I remember my husband used to drive a semi-truck, for those of you who don't know. So he used to drive a truck for a little bit after we got married, and I got to go riding with him for 9 months, and then we took a break and came off the road, and then I went riding with him for another 6 months. So I have been all over the country, and so has Paladin. He has been to upstate New York, all the way down to Florida, all the way over to Southern California and San Diego, being able to see the Mexican border, and all the way up to Washington State near the coast, and Portland, Oregon. Like, we've been all over. So he's been a lot of places. Oh, you guys got followed in Michigan. Oh, gotcha. It's called desert, so that it's different than what people think. It is very different. You are so right, Rita. So when it is 30 in where Rita and Laura is, it's kind of like 30 here. It is a dry cold, but it is so much colder than people think. So much colder than people think. All right, so this is what I got done of this strip. I have to add more to this outside edge, but I'm not going to have time to, and still cut off close to the 2-hour mark. An hour south of Ironwood, they got 30, while we got 10. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you didn't get the 30. That'd be even colder. Desert cold is definitely different. It is. Desert cold is so different. Oh, Wanda was born and raised in upstate New York, so yeah, you are used to this. You were used to this. When we looked at places to live, I did want to live somewhere where it snowed, and where it got cold, because I can't handle the heat. I can't even handle dry heat very well, but I handle dry heat better than cold heat or wet heat. Like Southeast, I can't handle that. I am definitely no longer a Southeast gal. It's just not, my body does not like me for that. It is like allergic to it for some reason. It just hates me. Oh, good question. Susan's asking where in upstate New York. She has a daughter living upstate right now. I think the worst doing OTR was in the Catskills and Mountain in New York. Yeah, that's not that bad. There's some other places we were at that were pretty bad. Oh, you know what? Let me swap you guys over to the main camera so you guys can see more of this quilt. And I don't know why it's pointed so far down. All right, so it is not finished, so please do not panic. This is the start of Flying Geese Mountains. And whatever you can't see on this side over here is exactly the same as what you're seeing on the side you can see. It is a mirror image quilt. So you are going to get to see all of the beautiful colors, and I don't know why I'm holding it at an angle, but you're going to get to see all the beautiful colors. And so those next rows that are going on, we've got the blue with the gray, and then it will go even to a darker gray and then to a black. So it's going to get even darker than this. Everybody's saying pretty, that's beautiful. So thank you guys. I drew this last year sometime. I don't remember when. And I've kind of had it in my head about what I wanted it to look like. Oh, that's awesome, Andrea. She says that is so cool. I'll be purchasing the pattern for sure. That is awesome. So I do have a pattern tester helping me test, and she's gotten me a lot of good feedback so far. We've even done a Zoom or two already to fix some of the challenges that I faced when writing it the first time. So provided that we get it done probably by the end of this week, because I was expecting to have it done already, but if we get it done by the end of this week, then I will have enough time and it will be ready by New Year's for sure. I'm hoping it'll be ready by Christmas, but it will be ready by New Year's for sure. And this is an intermediate to advanced level. I do not recommend a beginner purchase this pattern. Most of my purchase patterns are not beginner friendly. Okay, you do need to have a basic understanding. Oh yeah, you absolutely can, Raven. So the tester's version is being done in blues and then white to gray, or white to gray and black. So hers is going to be all in blues. So you can absolutely do it in shades. Purple geese. There we go. There we go. That's you. You're gonna have to show and tell. You're gonna have to show and tell that one. You're gonna have to share that with me. You have to. So yeah, the quilt is written so that you can actually color it in and decide how you want the colors to work, and then from there you can then, like, all the numbers will coordinate. You can color in half of the quilt and the other half will look exactly the same as the first half, which is what I recommend because that's how it's written. It is written completely as a mirror image quilt. So one side is going to be the same as the other. Let me go over a couple things real quick. Purchasing it, making it harder for myself. I've only been quilting 2 years. Okay, well, if you need me, I'm here. Let me know. Well, thank you, Joyce. I appreciate that. So if you are new to my channel, because there's a lot of you now that are new to my channel, I also have the Reflections Mystery. The next clue comes out on December 15th. It comes out the 15th of the month every time. So the next clue comes out December 15th, and it will be clue 4. Now, what that means is, or is it clue 3? October, November. Oh, no. December is clue 3. I am sorry. I'm so sorry. So clue 3 comes out in just over a week. It comes out on the 15th, which is a Monday, and it'll come out at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. If you have not caught up and you want to see if this is for you, you can check out all of the Reflections Mystery clue information as well as the previous 2 clues. It is in the 2025-2026 Mystery Quilt playlist. So you can check out all of the Reflections Mystery quilt along clues. It is very beginner friendly. So Reflections is 100% beginner friendly, whereas this pattern is not necessarily beginner friendly, but Reflections is free to participate in. If you are not sure about choosing colors or colorways or fabrics, there are some quilt shops that are available here in Wyoming. So that will be available in the information, the August and September videos for the Reflections Mystery will have the links to those shops so you can check them out and be able to join up with the mystery. Let me see what I'm missing in the chat. I can pretend to be new. Does that work? Absolutely, Rita. You can pretend to be new. You're so welcome. Not caught up yet. I still haven't figured out my colorway. You need to figure it out, Rita. So January is kind of a breather month. So if you have not caught up by January, January is the time to catch up. Okay. So if you want to join into the Reflections Mystery now, you can absolutely do so. And January is going to be the easy month so that you can catch back up with anything that you have missed. I've already recorded December and January, but January is the easy month. So you will have time in January, by my schedule at least, you'll have time in January to catch up on October, November, and December. So you will have time to do the extra work to go back for the other clues. So you can just start in January with January's clue. That's month 4. The retreat that I am planning, and I'm trying to get that information finalized so I can get it out to you guys. I was hoping to already have it, but I don't. That information will be going out as soon as I have it. That is coming up, and that is September 2026. It is here in Casper, Wyoming. It will be held at a hotel, so you can travel in, you can fly in, you can drive in. There are machines for rental. If you don't want to bring your machine on the flight, you can absolutely not bring your machine if you don't want to. So machine rentals are available. I will have all that information in the packet as well. If you are staying at the hotel, you will be getting a discount on the retreat. So those who are here locally will pay, and not having to pay for the hotel will not have to, they will not have the discount, but those who are coming in from out of town driving or flying will have that discount. You do not have to necessarily rent a car unless you are wanting to do things on your own. The hotel does provide transit from the airport. Let's see. Black, red, purple, and gray. Awesome, Rita. Andrea is doing her Reflections Mystery as patriotic and will adapt it to be a Quilt of Valor quilt, which I love that idea. Yes, Laura's got a lot of catching up to do. Susan is doing autumn colors and still looking for one of the colors. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see. So one other thing that I covered during tonight's live is that I will be starting a podcast soon. So please be keeping an eye out for details about the podcast. So that will be coming up soon. I do not have all of the information, but I do know that it is coming. Welcome in, Giovanna. Good morning from the future. I love it. The other thing, for those of you who did not catch Quiltmas earlier today, the Quiltmas video is out. So if you want to catch that, you can absolutely do so and get your clue, your keyword, your special word, your secret word from me. Collect that, and then back on the 12th, the link to the form to fill out to enter the giveaway will be here on my channel, as well as on all of the other Quiltmas participants. And if you've not checked out my blindfold challenge video from this past Wednesday, please give that a watch as well. It is about a 30-minute video, but I am using Ricky and I am blindfolded while I am sewing. So you guys get to see how all of that came out and what you think, and would you ever try it? So that's going to be it for tonight. I want to thank all of you for being here. You guys are awesome. You guys have rocked me out. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers, which is mind-blowing and absolutely phenomenal. And I am completely in awe and feeling absolutely blessed that you guys have done that for me. I don't even know about the DeLorean. No, I don't. I don't know about the DeLorean yet. I absolutely don't know about that. Giovanna says she is so out of loop. That's why I tell you guys. That's why I tell you guys and rehash things on Sunday nights and Tuesday nights, so you can catch up. So you can absolutely catch up. So this upcoming Friday, I will have Alicia and Kathy here with me as well for another Yuletide Sampler 2 sew along as well. If you are headed to bed after this, which a lot of us here in the US are going to be, make sure you put some fabric, put some needle and thread to fabric, and get those warm fuzzies in, get that serotonin boost, the dopamine hit, get all of the good stuff that you need to get you through the week. And I will see you guys on Tuesday night for another Tuesday edition. Until then, behave, keep your rotary cutters closed when they're not in use.